What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan, and I'm BMNX45, and today we're coming at you with another video. We're doing a new type of video. I'm starting a new series on the channel that I hope you guys will enjoy. We're going to talk about, hobbies that we have. We're going to talk about the things we're interested in. Could be Digimon, could be Legion, could just be Star Wars in general. Could be other things. I'm very big into anime. Very big. I have a lot of favorite animes like One Piece and My Hero Academia that I'm really into. So it's just a time that we can take to talk about things that are happening, or just general things that we like about these properties that we are super interested into. And it could be anything. And if you guys want me to talk about something that you like, that I might be into as well, just let me know. Drop a comment down below. I'm going to call it the Fandom Forum. So this is our first episode, or volume 1 of the Fandom Forum, and we're going to talk about Digimon, because I'm big into Digimon, and we could be talking about the card game, or we could be talking about the anime itself, because that's doing a lot too. But today we're going to be talking about tournaments. As you know, I've said and done videos on my prizing. I've gone to several online tournaments. Online tournaments are really great for me because I live on an island and have to catch a ferry if I want to go to any big cities where there might be, regionals and in-person regionals, and that's costly. Ferries are not cheap. They don't make them cheap for people, unfortunately. So I really love the in-person events. They're really easy to do. The cost is really good. So if you're looking to, save yourself some money, in person or online events are really good, and mostly they're pretty good, and unless you get a communication barrier. That's kind of the one time I've had a bit of a communication barrier, and that's kind of sucky. But yeah, so the Digimon card game Ultimate Cup is the next one I'm going to be doing. I'm doing the Tixer one in June. I think it's the 17th, and so the Ultimate Cup has been something that's been really kind of cool, and something I really like too, because it's kind of created a new format for the game, which is really, really cool. So we have our Ultimate Cup, and there's Ultimate Cup prizing. If you go down here, like I said, I'm doing the one on the 17th. It's Play TCG. And if we go down here, it shows us the prizing too, which is actually really cool. If you, for participation, you get the Digimon Alt Art promo card, and you get an event pack, or 2 event pack 4s, which is really great. I think this is actually a better deal than the regionals prizing, but we'll look at that too, and we'll look at different things. And then if you get in top 128, you get a Guillaumon. Top 64, you get Growlmon. Top 32, War Growlmon. Top 8, Gallantmon. And top 2, you get an Imperial Dramon Palette mode. Ultimate Art. If you're a champion, you get a Gallantmon Crimson mode Alt Art. So a lot of cool stuff. So here you can see the Event Pack 4, all the different cards you can get in there. The Event Pack 4, I'm currently trying to pick up cards because I want to have all these holo plugins for one day when Sakuyamon might be good. Crossing my fingers, you never know, right? So that's going to be cool. Yeah, so we got that. And Digimon, the Ultimate Cup foils are beautiful. Like if you played Yu-Gi-Oh, you remember the old Ultimate rares? They took an ultra rare and they just foiled the crap out of it. That is pretty much the Ultimate Cup. They foil the crap out of these cards. And usually the babies are not that bad. Like I've picked up 3 Digimons now for around $20, 20, $25. And then because I couldn't play in the earlier Ultimate Cup, and it wasn't that expensive, so this will be my 4th one, and I might play another Ultimate Cups, and I'll just sell the Digimons, and probably they'll only be like $10-15, but whatever. And then you get your other prizing. I wouldn't mind getting these, but they're expensive right now. Like these are sitting up there at like $60 to $70. We didn't get any alternate arts of the lower lines from BT12 or any pre-release, really. Actually, none of the cards had a pre-release other than War Growl, which is a rare, so you don't really need the pre-release because it's already a foil. So the Guillomon's really cool because it's your reveal card and it's really good. And then the Growlmon it's all right. I think this one would probably drop faster than the Guillamon because you need 4 of the Guillamon because you need that consistency of searching. Whereas this guy, I feel like you only need 3 because basically he's only good as long as you don't have a Tocado. So he's only really good like opening game. So I think 3 is a staple of him. I'm not really interested in the War Growl because then as soon as you get up, like usually these ones are higher, but they're actually pretty cheap this time around. Like XV was like 300. I think Vmon was like 130, but then went down to about like, between 50 to 100 later on in the formats for the last Ultimate Cup. And these usually just get really outrageous. Plus, that's already a rare, so you already got a foil if other than the fact that this is a much nicer foil. And then this is nice, but the alternate art that we just got from BT12 is very nice too. And honestly, that's literally the same as the non-alt, which the alt I find way nicer. So, I mean, those are okay, but they're expensive. If you can win, they're expensive. And so what I mean by the Ultimate Cup, we'll go over here. So the Ultimate Cup has a modified rules format. Single color deck building with a mulligan. Mulligan's part of the game now, so I don't understand why they even put that in there. They should just put single color deck building. But, whatever. Players must construct a deck and a Digi-Egg deck using cards of only one color. Multicolor cards with a matching color are also legal for use. So basically, you have to build, if you want to play a red deck, you have to play all red cards. Now your red cards can be red-black cards or red-blue cards as long as every single card in the deck is red. And that's how I understand it. Additional restricted list. So now you have cards that are restricted to 1, and you also have a ban list, cards that are banned, so you can't play them at all. I really feel like Bandai should get into the Yu-Gi-Oh! Habit of multi-level restrictions. So restricting cards to 2, restricting cards to 3. Maybe not restricting cards to 3, but at least restricting cards to 2 and not just 1. I feel like a semi-limit is something that is eventually going to be good for the game. And yeah, I feel like they should totally get into that. Limiting things to 1 is just silly because I feel like it's premature some of the time. It's like, this is a problem. Well, it can be a problem, but it's not a major problem. So I kind of feel like, they could do that, and that would be a lot better. So now we have the restricted list is Grand Kuwagamon. So you're not playing Grandis. Grandis is out. He's restricted to 1. You could play it, but it's bad. Chaos Degradation. Well, you're already, I don't even see the point in this because you're already not going to be playing Mastimon because Mastimon has yellows and purples. It has yellow purples, but it also has cards that are just yellow and just purple. So it makes it kind of hard to build the deck. I know you can build it with the Razanmon or Meikumon line, I think, from BT9. I haven't tried that out yet. Hydramon is limited to 1. I think Bloomlord would still do pretty decently because Bloomlord is, Hydramon's good, but Bloomlord's just as good in my opinion. So I feel like 1 Hydramon. I only play 3 Hydramon anyways, so I feel like this deck would still do good. You're just limiting your boss monster potential. And then Impmon, this is new. I think the Hydramon is new. I can't remember the May. They did the same thing in the April-May Ultimate Cups, but or maybe it was March-April Ultimate Cups. But anyways, they didn't have this Impmon. I don't know if they had the Hydramon. I know they had Grand Kuwagamon. That hasn't changed. So Impmon from EX3. So they're trying to limit your ability to play the new Beelzemon deck because it is really, really good, and I think it's going to be topping a lot. I wanted to play Beelzemon. Looks like I'm playing All Force or something. I mean, this isn't a make or break either. You still have 1. I mean, you would play 4, so it is a little bit unfortunate. It does slow down the deck a bit. Additional ban list. So you can't play Death Exmon. So you can go as wide as you want and have no issues unless your opponent has board wipe cards. where Garurumon X Antibody, Melga's still dead in this format. I've never played Melga. It's a good deck. I would probably enjoy it if I played it, but I don't enjoy playing against it. And Werewolf, Serpsmon Werewolf mode. So you're not doing the Lilith loop decks or Merva loop decks, I guess. Because you only play one Lilith if you play any at all. So that is the Ultimate Cup format. It is cool. It is interesting. It is way different than just say your regular regionals. Regular regionals is just regular rules, so you can play all those cards and multiple colors. You can play Cool Boys. There's another thing too. In any X Antibody variant deck, you're not playing Cool Boys because they're white, and you can't play white. Unless you're playing a completely white deck, you cannot play white in the Ultimate Cup format. So it's interesting like that. And it'll change as we get to our next, because Ultimate Cups are scheduled for September and December as well. They do 4 per year. So we will see new formats and change as we get into new sets. And we also have some other stuff. We have the May-June Store Championship. It's coming up. I'm interested in that. Now, being that I have a small store with a few players, we might not get a kit. We might not have enough people to play. But this is kind of interesting, too, to me. They have the contents of the participation pack. Looks like we're getting a lot of gold foil alts. 4 of them, which are option cards, which is kind of cool. Megadeth, Hades Force, Chaos Degradation, and Legend Arms Alliance. And we're also getting gold foils of 3 Sistermons in their alt art forms, which is kind of funny too, because you're getting their alt arts as basically gold rare alt arts, which is interesting. It's kind of cool. We'll see how it goes, how people enjoy that. And then, of course, the Sistermon CL is getting a champion and a top 4 card, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, I think that's all right. I'm not sure if it's really something that's going to interest me. I already have the alts of the Sistermons. They are beautiful, and it's a good opportunity. It's kind of weird that they're throwing so much love out there to Jessmon. It gets 3 of the cards, and then the other cards are specific option cards that you're only going to play in certain decks. I mean, the Hades Force and the Megadeth are probably the ones that have the most versatility, but still are limited to certain decks, to one archetype, really. Greymon, and the Megadeths aren't limited to Imperial Dramon, but you're more likely to see them in an Imperial Dramon deck. So there's that going on too. And then lastly, if we look here at the regionals, let's go to the July-August regionals. We take a look at the July-August regionals. We are, getting into a new format. It looks like there's going to be a new participation set too, which we don't know anything about yet. The participation set that I just got for number 1, and you can check it out on one of my short videos where I show the cards you get from participation set 1 and all the prizing. The deck case is cool. It's kind of cheap, plasticky cardboard, but it's cool. The memory gauges are always cool. The participation set was meh. I'm hoping the participation set 2 is even better. And, you only get 1 event pack unless you get in top 128 or top 64th, and then you get another 2. It's kind of harder to get into the prizing of the regionals. I don't like the regionals prizing as much as I do the Ultimate Cup. I think the card and the card art is so much better in the Ultimate Cup and so much more worth it. The fact you get 2 event packs for your entry is also really good. So, there's that. Technically, if you think about it, if you get top 128, you pretty much get that second event pack that you would have got in the Ultimate Cup. Although you don't have to win top 128 to get it in the Ultimate Cup. You would get another prize. So there's that too. I just think that right now the regionals looks not as appealing in my mind. I will wait until they tell us what cards we're going to get. but I'm thinking that the Ultimate Cup to me is way more appealing. The prizing is great. I'm excited to play on the 17th, and I really love this game. And it's just a fun game to play. And I'm hoping if you guys are fans of the game or even interested in getting into the game, that you like these videos, that they help keep you informed, and that can share some of our love of fandom, right? That's why I'm trying to do this. This is the Fandom Forum, so we are going to be talking about things that we are really interested in. And the Ultimate Cup is one of them. Regionals, the store champs are all part of something that's really cool. I love Digimon. I love the TV shows. I really hope they dub Adventure soon, the Adventure 2020, because I really want to watch that. And Ghost Game too. But I mean, if they haven't even dubbed the one that's finished, so I'm kind of like holding out for that right now. And this game has been a great part of my life, and I can't wait to see what they do with it. So this was Volume 1 of Fandom Forum. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was informative. I hope we can talk about future fandom stuff in the future. Future fandom stuff in the future. That's a word. That's a jumble of words. But anyways, looks like that's all the time we have for this video. If you enjoyed today's content, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. And that's all for now, folks.